first, I think this place is amazing. This is Villa Abandonné, Villa Cameline, and well, I love it, of course. And but how is it became Villa Abandonné?
It was built in 1924. It was abandoned 20 years ago, and then at this period, Helene Fincker, you saw her, and her husband bought this house, and there is a Maison Abandonnée here, and Helene is in cultural. She works in culture for the press. So she decided very quickly to make it a cultural place also, to organize exhibitions in it. In 2003 it became a Maison Abandonnée with exhibitions, and for us it's a very important place also because it's the head of the office. It was the head of the office for our association for 14 years. Then our head office is in the 109, but it's very important for us. Helene is a founder member of the association, and we often make some discussions here, meetings here. So if you want to see an exhibition here, it's better to come between March and October.
So it's truly because of the Helene's thinking of being helpful for art place. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow, that's amazing actually. Okay, let's talk about Botox a little bit, because it also has a funny name at least. But your work is to getting informed about the art world. But why is it important?
It's important to show there is a very dynamic artistic life here. At the beginning it was only 5 places, but places in Nice very far, and they didn't know each other, and the same for the public. Villa Abandonné on the hill, Mamac here. But Mamac, it was after that they came in the network. At the beginning it was more for small places and the Villa Abandonné, because Villa Abandonné it wasn't so famous, So Espace Avant, Villa Abandonné, Villa Cameline, voilà. There was the night of contemporary art once a year, at the beginning, and now also, at the very beginning it was communication and the night of art, and then it became more for mediations. I organized an afternoon with 4 different places in the afternoon to visit them with the artist of the place or the director. So it's very important to show public. There is a good public for this.
Actually, I talked in this week and earlier and in years, many artists here, and almost everyone was graduated in Villa Abandonné. So it was funny to me to hear that Villa Abandonné was not that famous, and but also there is the 109. How can someone know these places if maybe I'm a tourist, I don't know much about art, so I go to your webpage and I see the hundreds of events. So how can I decide that what is interesting for me?
Yeah, it's interesting, exactly, because when I send newsletter, you have all the informations on art exhibition, art events in the region. It's 30 places, 30 different places. So in one document you can know all is coming in the month.
I always, try to go for unknown places, and this year I visited Mougins photo center.
Yeah, it's a new one.
It's a new one, and I like it so much because it's so in the center ville, in the small town, let's say, and well, the quality of the exhibition, it's very, very nice. So, can you recommend some place that I don't know?
Of course, of course. So I'm sure you know Mamac. Espace à vendre, gallery, Galerie Eva Vautier, maybe, in Nice. A little bit far, you have Espace de l'Art Concret in Montsartou. Do you know it?
I just saw in the web page.
Okay, so it's interesting. First, it's a very beautiful place in Newcastle. There was also a new construction called the Donation, and it's very dynamic also for exhibition, but also for residencies and for educational works for children. So there is this place. If you go far, we also have places in the Alps. One of them is the Cairn in Digne, and it's on nature and research on nature and art. You can go there by the train. I can't remember, in French it's le train d'Épines. We made an exhibition on this line, on this train line in the stations, in 10 stations. It was a photographic exhibition. So it's also a link between Nice and Digne.
This is the historic line, right?
Historic line, yeah. Exactly. And in Monaco, did you go to Villa Paloma, Villa Sommer?
Not yet.
Very important, very dynamic, and very beautiful places. You know, not on exhibition, but even you go there, you go in. But a very beautiful view. In Cannes also, did you go in Cannes?
Yes.
Malmaison, sur la Croisette. Le Suquet des Artistes, the Old Town, la Villa d'Aumergue for summer. And where do you sleep? Which hotel?
No, it's not a hotel. I have some friends, so.
Okay.
It's
okay, good for you. Because if you are in a hotel here, please choose Hotel Windsor because you have artist rooms. So artists make artworks in the rooms. So each room it's an artist room, and also there are exhibitions. There are a famous art video festival. So next time, even if you don't sleep there, please go and have a look at the beautiful garden. It's the center,
Windsor.
In the center of the town, near the Negresco, just behind. You told me you went to Fondation Maeght, or you went to...
Yeah.
Okay. Fondation Maeght, just near Fondation Maeght, in Saint-Paul-de-Vence, you have Galerie Catherine Issert. No? So very important gallery, international gallery. And the Vence Museum is a Scénocosme. It's a very interactive, numeric exhibition. So quite original.
So Ben, I have to ask Ben because I... Okay, there was an exhibition in La Station about Ben, and there was a great catalogue as well.
Au 109.
Au 109.
No, le 109, it's the place, the big place, you know. And in the 109, you have several associations as La Station, l'Entrepont, Botoxs. So you have different associations. And La Station was the first association to have a place in the 109.
Well, so there was an exhibition about Ben, but Ben invited many artists. So I saw the exhibition, and I have the catalogue, thanks to actually to Cedric, who just gave me, but it was so nice. And I just starting to realize that Ben is everywhere. I mean,
oui, un peu. Ben is everywhere. Ouais.
Goes every exhibition opening, goes everywhere, and
he goes to a lot of openings.
So maybe do you have I don't know a story about him?
Okay, I have one. So I know him personally. I worked with him twice. 3 times. He's not like we can imagine. He's very professional and manageable a little bit. You know, he's on time. Okay, so for the first time we met, I went to his amazing house in the 8th of Nice, and I visited it with him, and his studio also. In the studio there was some dresses for project of Fashion Week. And at the end, I was preparing a group visit with him. And at the end he told me, because he knew that I work for a network, so I know a lot of people in the art. So he told me, please say to the others that I tried to, you know, caress or maybe more, because he has a reputation of a sex maniac, and for him it's very funny to have this reputation. He wants it, and it's not true, but he wants to be seen as he's quite old, so no, nothing happened. But he wants everybody knows that he's sex maniac.
And actually, once I saw his house, and it was painted, or this maybe not the correct word, because there were some labels and stuff like that. So it's very
sculptures,
yeah, a lot of things. And how you became this, you know, this, on peut dire connoisseur d'art, someone who knows, who works with artists, who knows art, why art is important to you or interesting. Because you can work in a bank and, you know, typing.
I made some law studies, so it could have been like this.
Okay.
But then I was specialized in artistic law. So no, it's for me it's interesting since the beginning, because I've always been to exhibitions, but also concerts. All is interesting for me, and our association is also useful for artists to help them to know their rights, because very often they are not paid. So it's important also not only to show that here there is exhibitions, but also to help artists to live with their art and to defend themselves when it's not normal. They are not paid. Why? They are in the center of the economic system. So we also organize some information meetings, and we are also at the very beginning of a project with the help of the institution called RAC, the state representative here on culture, on a charter. I don't know if it's the right word. You know, a document where you can. It's a base with good practices with artists for artistic structure.
You know, I talked to many artists here, and a lot of them saying that I cannot live from the art because I cannot get you know, enough money.
Yeah.
Probably they have a residency somewhere in Sunneuf peut-être, but it's hard for just a newcomer to get.
They often go away. They often go to Paris, for example, because, for example, the students of the Villa Abandonné, they don't come from Nice, just maybe 10% from Nice. So at the end of their studies, they go in Paris, for example, to work, because it's easier. In Nice, there isn't so many possibilities.
And why should an artist stay here? I mean, there is the sun, first of all.
Why? There is some, like Catherine Issert, which fight to stay here and to create some places for artists. So studios, also a place for exhibitions, to stay here. You have to create, not only art, you have to create your own work, not only artwork, but also places and communication also. So Cedric did this very well with the station, but maybe we need some more places like this, new places created by artists themselves, artists from space.
Okay, let's imagine for just a minute that I can give you, I don't know, €1 million to open an art place wherever you like. So what, maybe in theoretically, of course, what would you do with that money? You buy a villa maybe, or buy a factory, or what would you do? Make a museum?
But as we told just before, big place for a lot of artists who live there. Voilà. Donc, and very dynamic place, so often new exhibitions, studios, very important here. Artist studios, exhibitions, maybe to have a link with children's.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.